Here we go. 2017 Twirlie for Song of the Year. It is Common Ground by Identical Sons. Give it up for them.
And all the way from both Maumee, Ohio and Los Angeles, California, I've got the Identical Sons themselves, the men behind the song. The song was Common Ground, our Twirlie Award Song of the Year. The men, Todd, Stanton in Ohio, Rene Rodriguez in Southern California. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
Good. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. Congratulations on the Song of the Year being Common Ground off of your Identical Sons debut album. So what's the inspiration behind that song? How did it all come together?
Well, Rene threw me a demo one day that he really didn't think anything could be made of it. He was just, hey, I played around with this last night. And it probably sat in a folder for a while, but then I just kind of dug it out and kind of revamped what he did, laid down a recording of it with like a little melody track to it, but with no lyrics. Sent it over back to Rene, and he instantly wrote lyrics like that to it.
I remember this winding road. Didn't have anywhere to go. Drive that car, listening to a summer song.
And then I always, as he always knows, I always take his lyrics and retool them. And we came up with this. To me, it's my favorite song on the album. I've been saying that all the time. I think it's a great little pop song.
It is. To me, it's an anthem. I mean, that song puts me in a good mood no matter where I am, no matter how I'm feeling. That is a summer driving song, and I think the video plays that out. But it's really, that song motivates me. I mean, Rene, what were you thinking when you wrote the lyrics at first? Did you have any specific thing in mind?
The funny thing was that it harkened back to the way we wrote Could Have Sent a Reminder also on the album, because I wrote the initial demo and then Todd wrote the lyrics. So I thought, Todd, write the lyrics to this. You did great on Could Have Sent a Reminder. I was working on the lyrics for The Turn, but I do remember telling Todd, write the lyrics for Common Ground and make it about summer. And then I was writing the Turn lyrics, and all of a sudden the words for Common Ground came out. So I switched gears and wrote a summer song. And it's actually all about my wife and one of our first dates.
Oh, wow.
And the beauty of Todd's revamping of the lyrics is that he took my very specific memories and then made it universal enough that it related to more people than just my wife and I. However, we kept some of those lyrics that relate specifically to that memory of my wife and I.
It turned more into like a metaphor for the adventure of life with your spouse or a significant other. No matter what your background is, taking that journey together, you'll find a common ground. And some of the lyrics on there deliberately don't make sense because they'll make sense to somebody.
Well, it is universal. It really hit me hard too, because I want to set my cruise control to Common Ground. I want to be in that convertible with my wife, probably in the summer, not on a day like today in midwinter Northern California. But really, that's an anthem. That song's timeless. You could have written that song in the 70s, the 80s, the 2000s, and it fits perfectly. I love everything about that song, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, every time we play live, which is once a year, twice a year, we always open up with that song. It just is a good feel-good song.
One quick point about the song is that one time we were rehearsing the song in Ohio for a show, and then it was brought to my attention that there's a reference to the song Cars in there by Gary Newman, which I didn't realize was laid down in there during the recording of the tracks, because I'm not always there for that.
If you listen to right before the solo, Andrew goes leading right into the solo.
I've listened to that song 100 times. I haven't noticed. I'm going to be paying attention. So you guys must have an unusual story, because you are a cross-country band. You're in Ohio and you're in California. How did you guys come together and form a band? That's highly unlikely.
We met on Facebook in a Mike Viola webpage, fan base thing, and then we started doing little mini concerts on stage. I've got a name, And actually, Adam Multimar asked me to perform at a show in Orange County, California. And I was woefully unprepared for that. And that's when Todd and I started talking about writing originals, because I was basically just doing covers. So that spawned this whole idea. And working cross country, yeah, it's been crazy, but it works. And I don't think we should change it. It works perfectly.
And where can my listeners find out more about Identical Sons and your music?
If you go to Identical Sons, SUNS.com, it'll take you to our Facebook page, so it's a little easier that way. But we're also on iTunes.
CDBaby.com, you can find us. Bandcamp, too. Spotify is all online at all the usual spots.
Gentlemen, Identical Sons, thank you so much for appearing on Twirl Radio, and congratulations for Song of the Year.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let's hear that great song, Common Ground, right now.
Together on this winding road, with a sketchy plan and where to go. We drive that car, listen to a summer song. The summer's now and the sun is shining. Turn the knob to advance the time, and we drive that car, listen to a summer song. Cracks in the road, steering control. They never told us that's what love is made of. Throw your arms in the air and scream. Spill your drink over everything. When we drive that car, listening to a summer song. The map when the weather changes, crank the air when the motor races. We drive that car, listening to a summer song. Pack up your things, say your goodbyes. We're leaving now, but we won't go far. Letting the road be our guide. Enjoying the view from inside. There's no distance we can't travel. There's no ocean to be bound. We just set the cruise control for common ground. There's no exits we are taking. There's no turn around. We just set the cruise control for common ground. Lemonade with a silver lining, leaving everything we know behind as we drive that car, listen to a summer song. Mountains pass while the season changes, knowing every minute we are aging. We drive that car, listening to a summer song.